Like,
What, Liam?
girl.
Bitch, you
I don't know
are
what
the
type of
definition
clout
of
you
weird. Bitch, you
chasing,
think
but
that
this
this
ain't
your
what you
enough
want.
is there, hoe. Shut the fuck up.
You do this shit on BIGO, I do this shit in real life.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
Nah, boo boo. You mad or what?
Take a time out, girls. Come on.
Well, I ain't
Don't
even
be like that.
I ain't even pressed about her. I will never let a hoe press me.
Pressed about me. Why speak on me? I was talking to
This is
everybody else.
like
Nobody was talking to you, and you came in here with the
this.
shenanigans
Are you
because you
sweating
think
over
you're
there?
fucking the
Are you
thing
sweating over there,
This
baby
reminds
girl?
me like
around
the
and
Ricky
shit. Like what
Lake
the
show
fuck?
or something.
Make it make sense.
Like, I don't know what she trying to show out for. Like, girl, bye.
I don't show out. This is me. This is what I do. The fuck you talking
Girl,
about?
however
You're
you
new here.
perceive anything
You're
I
new here,
said,
not
that's
me.
your
You're
personal
new here, not me. Bitch,
opinion. I don't care
you're in
what
my
you said.
family's
I don't
house.
care
Bitch, what the
about
fuck is you
you.
talking about? Bitch, you didn't even
Why
speak
you
one
in your
time. Bitch, you
feelings? Like, it's not
before
even
you
that
came
deep,
in here,
baby
bitch.
girl.
The fuck?
It really isn't. I have my opinion. You got your opinion, okay? And
No, you got your opinion too. Goddamn it, we was in here laughing. You came in here talking about I'm on my
what you
spiritual
laughing
journey. I don't
about?
give a fuck about that.
You just asked me a question. What are you hating about?
I didn't ask you
What is the
nothing.
hate for? What is the hate? Because it's
But
given that
it's
you're
all
hating
him.
on the
You think they're
low.
talking about, oh, you're trying to be
You
funny,
got
but
low
you're not.
self-esteem. You got low self-esteem, baby
I
girl.
don't actually. I very much don't. I don't. Honestly, we was all in here joking around, and you came in here with the "it's not funny." Then bitch,
I don't
keep it
like
You
this
pushing. Your
okay?
ass
guy.
come up here. We
You
don't
should
know
have
you.
put why men don't listen. Why men
Well,
don't
watch
talk
your motherfucking
about
ass come in here. The
You
bullshit.
fuck?
over here
You
Why
brought
tiffa
your
men
fucking
don't
tatting.
ass up
listen
here.
to
Let's
what
come
the
right
Over
here
here
men
invite
got
you
tiffa
to
in, bitch.
say.
The
tatting.
fuck?
Like, where's the women empowerment at? Like, I don't know. It's not given, girl.
And the reason why women talk too
There
much is
was women
because they
empowerment before
are
you
the
came in
first
here. The fuck?
creation, so they have to tell you what the fuck to do.
You asking me a question, I answer your question. I'm on my spiritual journey, and why is it your
I didn't
business?
ask you
You in
was
my
you on
business?
anything, so you got the wrong one.
You
You don't
said,
even know who the
you
fuck you speaking
said,
because I
why you
damn sure
think you
didn't
a
ask you a
spirit?
fucking question. I didn't ask you a different because I said something and you
Now
responded
I'm
to it.
mopping the ceiling. I'm
You
dead.
trying to be funny, and it's not giving what it's supposed to be given. Like, girl,
Girl, we
bye.
was
Miss
all in
me
here
with the
laughing about
bullshit.
something to be way before you came in here. We was trying to keep laughing, but
Hey,
then you come over here with this
move
goddamn
along,
shenanigan.
girl.
I'm
You
on my
can have
spiritual
it with
realm.
your
You're
bald
not
headed ass.
funny.
You can
The
have it
fuck
with your
like
bald
something,
headed ass.
bitch, I don't give a fuck if I was fucking bald headed, bitch. Do you look like I give a fuck? Does
Whoa,
it?
you're mad. I didn't sleep with you last
I'm
night.
not mad. This is how I talk on a daily. Please, anybody in here that know me, tell this bitch. This is how I talk. The fuck?
Why do I have to be a
Depending was
bitch? Why do
keeping
I
you
have to be
awake
a
no sleep
four-legged
today.
animal? Like, come on now.
You crying.
You're the one
Yep,
that get on
that's
all
that.
If
fours.
you
I'm not the one
happy
that get on
and you
all
know it,
fours.
clap your
Big fella
hands.
be in the
It ain't
morning.
her.
If
She
you
can't even clap
happy
her fucking
and you
cheek.
know it, clap your hands.
All I hear you
If
barking
you
over here. That's all
happy
I'm
and you
hearing.
know it.
I
If
know.
you happy and you know it, clap your hands. Come on, y'all. Let's just get along. Let's get along. Everybody just get along. Just get along. Get along. Yeah, come on. We're gonna just go uplift everybody on this cover.
I'm in my spiritual
Gotta
realm.
go see Lady by the cat.
I gotta go
So
see the lady like
Bitches is retarded, man.
I would recommend that you go to Instagram and follow Mike and listen to him. You know,
Okay, now I think it's time to take a sip of your drink, ladies, because the mouth is getting dry. That's
yes.
right.
Let's go.
My mom.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
Yeah, her.
go.
My mom.
They called y'all
Hey,
dry
not
mouth.
too much
It's
on
your
women.
boy
I
Golden
like
Child
I like your
speaking
list.
for your
I'm not like the
ladies.
women is not too much on I'm a woman. Okay? And I feel like y'all talking about me. So not too much on me. On
Why
you know.
not you feel hit?
Fuck.
I don't know what he was talking
it's
about. He
just
just
a
said,
it's just a joke, yeah. It's
I'm
just a joke.
delivered. I thank
But
God.
nobody know that bitch
I
shit. You
thank
talking about
God.
spiritual
I
realm and
thank
all type of shit. Bitch, nobody asked you what your
God.
journey is at.
Why men don't listen here?
Bitch, what part do you not understand? Shut the fuck up
Bitch, what
and
part do you
stop
not? I
talking
don't give
out
a
of
fuck about
turn,
you or your
bitch. You
spirituality,
fucking
bitch. Shut the fuck
peasant.
up. The fuck?
You fucking peasant dog, bitch.
No,
Shut the
you
fuck
are
up,
the
ho. You
peasant,
got
you
me
fucking
fucking
Oh
up,
minion.
my
Shut the
ho.
fuck
god.
up, baby bird. Shut the
Don't get
fuck
this
up,
cute
hoe. The
face
fuck you talking
twisted,
about?
bitch.
Over there
Ain't
Yo,
talking
nothing
about
let's
square
get
funny and
about
ready to
me,
shit.
get
Bitch,
ho.
shut the fuck
started
up,
again.
hoe.
Ain't shit square
Shut
about
up,
me,
Huh?
ho.
Bitch,
shut
shut
up,
the fuck
shut
up.
up,
Yeah,
Huh? Bitch,
bitch.
shut
everybody.
up. Just shut
Hey,
the fuck up.
yeah.
Now
Bitch, you
it's
so
What is
time to
dumb or
that?
something.
What
Bitch,
relax.
is
go
We
a
get
got
the
no
bad
stroke.
bitch that
Shut
talk
the
too
fuck
much?
up,
What is
okay?
a bad bitch
Shut
that talk
the
too
fuck
much? You
up.
see that I mute
Bitch, shut
myself? You
the
keep
fuck up.
going, bitch. You
Bitch,
motor
I'm
mouth
gonna keep on
motherfucker. You
motherfucking
motor
going,
mouth
bitch. No,
motherfucker. You
The
make
black
black
bitch
people
in
look
the
fucking
pressure.
ignorant.
Shut the fuck
You
up.
stupid ass
Go ahead.
desperate
No,
motherfucker.
you the
sit down, no ass bitch. Don't you got some butter to go eat? Go
Bro,
to the jug of fucking
you
butter
make
and eat
black
that shit.
people
Shut
look
the fuck up.
ignorant. That's how dumb you is. You see that? I mute
Bitch, I
myself,
don't
girl.
make nobody look
Stop,
ignorant but my motherfucking stuff. I don't
stop
carry nobody on my
fumbling. Stop
motherfucking back. What the fuck
fumbling.
you talking
Stop
about?
fumbling, girl. You
Bitch,
fumbling.
you fumbling. You the one fumbling. Wasn't you just on mute, bitch? Put yourself back on motherfucking mute. The fuck?
This is
So she make you look
entertainment.
ignorant too?
Period.
Right.
I'm just
She's
saying.
so fucking stupid saying dumb
In
shit like that, bitch.
general,
I mean,
she makes
myself is
black
stupid,
people look
not everybody else.
ignorant.
Everybody is their own
In
person
So
of
I'm
general.
asking you, make you
spirituality.
look
The
ignorant
fuck?
too? She don't make me look ignorant.
Go suck on some fucking helium and fly the fuck away, bitch. The fuck?
I don't know why you so mad. Why you got your panties up your
I'm
ass?
not
I ain't
mad.
the
This
one
how
or
I
two.
talk
I ain't
for
the
the
one or two,
thousandth
baby
fucking
girl.
time. This is how I talk.
You
This
selling
is
your
how I talk.
Ayo, welcome to AOPS Live. We are tuned in with AOP, Big Hef, you know what I'm saying? Not the motherfucking little one if y'all didn't know. I just want everybody to know that this live is for content purposes only. It is for entertainment purposes only. Make sure y'all are sharing the live, tapping the screen, or y'all can't because this is panel. But y'all can send some motherfucking beans so y'all know the routine. Keep that shit P and fuck with me. It is. Shout out to the panel, man. Everybody that's up in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about. But hey yo, why not you finally clicking the lottery? Yeah, because it's just a question. Why do women talk so much? Why women don't listen more? That's the thing. That's what we trying to talk about. But I can't seem to get no
Okay,
attention.
so why men? Okay, you asked why women talk so much. You answer your own question because you said men don't listen. So why y'all don't
No, I
listen? I
didn't
mean,
say
y'all
men
don't
don't
talk enough.
listen.
You said men don't talk enough. So why y'all
Right,
don't
men
talk
don't
enough
talk
then?
enough.
Why y'all don't listen? Why don't men listen? That's the thing. That's why we keep
Men
talking.
do
Y'all
listen.
motherfuckers don't
Man
listen.
always listening. Man always listening.
No, y'all listen to what you want to hear.
Wait,
No,
what
we
they
listen
listening to? What do
all the
they
time.
listen to?
Man
Rap?
always listen.
You
A
are listening
man,
to me, but are you
a
hearing me?
man
That's
is
the
That's
thing. Like
always
you
rap.
listening, but are you hearing me?
a man is always
See,
listening.
you not listening right now. You talking
A
over us.
man
You
is
not
always
listening.
listening.
You see how
Y'all
you not
still
listening right
talking.
now?
Y'all still talking.
Because you're not
You asked me
listening.
a
That's why
question
we
and I ain't
still
had a
talking is
chance
because
to
you're
answer
not
me. Hey,
listening.
wait a
But
minute.
heck,
First of
you know
all,
the difference between
because
listening and
No,
hearing,
but it
right?
don't mean we better.
this is the difference. This is the difference between what y'all doing and what's actual facts. See, what y'all doing is asking a question, saying how come man don't listen, and y'all still talking. You asked me a question. I haven't even had a chance to answer Kimmy's question yet. Fat asking me a question. All of y'all both are talking. Y'all don't listen. Y'all just want to talk. Why? Why is it that y'all have so much to fucking say?
Little boy. Well, it seemed like I have so much to say because when I'm trying to give out my question, you're talking over me while I'm giving out the question. So that go back to you not listening with them tight ass fucking ethers on your head. Oh, okay. I was just saying.
But nah, bro, it's a difference between listening and hearing. Because you can sit there and listen to shit all goddamn day. Don't necessarily mean you're like hearing
Queen.
me out. Like, are you feeling the words that are coming out of our mouth? Are
Okay,
you picking up what I'm putting
so
down?
so
Like that type of shit.
so it's the difference between listening and hearing. Listen to what you just said. There's a difference between listening and hearing. So if I say I hear you, does that not mean I'm listening?
No, you can hear me
No,
all you want. That don't mean that you listen to
Yeah.
me. That don't mean that you taking it in.
you're not taking. It's
Cause
like,
you
are
know you
you
can
taking
hear
in
and then the word go
consideration of
out
anything
one
that I'm
ear and then go
saying?
out the other. Or you heard it and it went out the other ear. That don't mean you
Right. So it's
listening
like, are
and
you taking in
dying though.
anything that I'm
Can I
like?
say
Because you can sit there
something?
and stop talking. You can tell somebody something, and then you be like, "Hey, can you repeat back anything I just told you?" Some motherfuckers be like, "Well, I was listening, but yeah."
It
Okay, can
didn't
I say
dawn on you.
something real quick in between y'all, and then y'all go ahead. So
Go ahead,
there's
boo.
a saying. There's a saying that says "still waters run deep." Do y'all understand what that means?
That you
Nah,
like to be
I
on
don't.
nigga sides.
Hmm?
That you like to be on the nigga side.
Me be on a nigga side or me be on the side that's right?
No, you like to be on nigga sides.
Okay, well then I'll be quiet. Continue.
No, what you I didn't even hear her. What she say?
No, I'm for the niggas, so ain't no point. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
No, I didn't say that. No, I
It's supposed to be
genuinely want to hear what
feminine
she had to say.
empowerment, but she
I
empowered.
genuinely want to hear what she had to say.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Y'all do so much talking, bro. Not enough listen.
I'm gonna show you how still waters run deep. I'm gonna be quiet.
I be trying to sometimes, but sometimes it get the best of me. I can never shut the fuck up. Obviously,
But I want to know why. Like, why is it that,
that's just me.
like,
Honestly,
okay,
there's no
okay,
excuse. There's no reasoning behind it. That's
as
just
far
me. I can only
as
speak for
far as
myself. I can't speak for all the other women.
I noticed men love to bash women from the beginning of the Bible
who
all
said
the
that I
way
was
to
bashing
now.
anybody?
I
Who
don't
said that
think
I was
you're
bashing
bashing.
anybody?
You stated your own opinion. I don't think you're bashing.
Bitch, if it wasn't for the women, the feminine energy, the male masculine energy wouldn't be here. So technically the reason why we talk is because we're teaching your ass. So listen, nigga.
Make that make
This is
sense.
how
What do
I
you
see it.
mean?
When you say shit or when
What
you
the
say
fuck that
certain
got
things
to
or
do
you
with
bring up a
talking?
topic, P, when you bring up a certain topic, P,
I
I
get
don't
funny.
think like I tell you, I don't take it personally for a simple fact. I don't think you're necessarily talking about me, but in this particular topic, yes, because I do talk a lot and sometimes I don't listen to my motherfucking self. But at the same time, you saying it based
What
off
up, Rob?
experience. Like the shit that you done
Fat
probably
fat
been dealing with
fat
when it comes
fat
to motherfuckers
I'm
just
saying
don't
I'm basing
listen.
this
fat
off
fat
of
P,
the
let me
Just
say
fact.
like to hear
something.
yourself
Let
talk,
me say
don't
something
y'all?
real quick. Fat for you. For you, still waters run deep. That means a quiet and placid manner may conceal a more passionate nature. In other words, one lovely useful proverb is still waters run deep, which translated means quiet people are more often brilliant, clever,
Oh, I ain't
or
really there because I be
complex
talking like a
than they
motherfucker.
may appear. Okay, I'm just saying, still waters run deep.
Right.
So you telling me the pastors that go up there and I be talking, they ain't that clever because they talk and preach? Because they talk more than they
I don't
sit
be
and
listening
listen.
to anything they be saying because they don't believe the
Their
shit that come
job
out
is
of
to
their own
get
mouth.
paid to
Some of the
talk,
shit they be
bro.
saying
That's
be
their job.
bullshit.
They get paid to talk. Like,
Oh, so teachers, so basically you telling me the teachers to the teachers to the,
bro, listen
to
to what you talking about.
lawyers
Listen
to
to how you talking
doctors.
Nigga,
about
hell.
random
So
subjects.
everybody
Listen
that
at how you
talk.
bringing up random subjects
Yourself
that have
talk.
nothing to do with the fact that y'all talk too goddamn much.
No.
No, we talk. Everybody talk. So basically, like if the whole world go quiet,
Kimmy just like to hear
we
herself talk.
don't
That's all it is.
talk.
She like to hear herself talk. That's all it is. She love to her.
No,
She
I'm
love to
just
hear
fucking
herself
with y'all.
talk.
I like to
Who
keep
is
it
that
going.
talking? Who is that
That's all I'm
talking?
doing.
That's
Just keep it
Kim.
going.
That
No,
Florida talking down there.
Yeah.
yeah,
What the
Cause
problem
this
is? What the
don't
problem is?
pertain to me. Cause I
Kimmy,
don't
No,
yeah,
I'm
know
trying to see
Kimmy
who the
everything.
hell
bring,
is
yeah,
talking.
Kimmy
That's
bring the
that's all I'm
Kimmy
trying
do
to
the
do. I ain't used.
content. Kimmy do the content. So y'all just gotta
Yeah,
flow with it.
I'm
That's
just
it.
bringing it up, like
Yeah, she keeping it going.
I
Just
Well,
flow
for
with
me,
it.
I talk shit all day, every day, and those who know me know that. So therefore, I'm getting tired of telling ridiculous bitches I ain't gonna put no fingers. But yeah.
Fat, I don't like how you said you wasn't brilliant. I don't like that. I'm gonna
No,
get in
I
your face
am. I
about
know
that.
I am.
I'm
I,
gonna get
I
in
be
your
playing
face.
around. Me, I rather for people to get to know me rather than me having to tell them about me because it's like you only going off the
Facts.
basis of what I tell you. I want you to see it too. Because anybody can say, "Oh, I'm a realized
Cause I
person,"
can tell
but
you
you ain't got to tell
anything.
nobody you real. You
Yeah.
wear that shit as an armor. They'll see that shit. So to me, it's like you'll see it for yourself eventually. I shouldn't have to tell you nothing.
Speak louder than words.
Exactly. But
Kamaria,
those
you
who
done
don't
feed
know
your
you just
turtle or you done clean your turtle tank.
So, uh, you know what one of my theories is of why?
Yeah, I apologize. Y'all hold it down. I gotta run to the store real quick. Be back in 10 minutes.
One of my theories of why
Her nigga
has
just called
nothing
her
to do
phone. That's
with
all it is.
it has nothing to do with men or women. One of my theories of why is the system design, and especially for the black culture. I feel like the system design and how everything has been placed
quick
when it
question:
comes
what system though? Like, are you talking about the system as in political or what?
to the system, as in like the Willie Lynch theory is still in effect right now.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? the Willie Lynch theory is still in play right now, and the whole process of that was to break the man in front of the woman, so the woman would feel that the man was weaker.
See, yeah, I
And
don't go by that. That's only true for people who
but
go by that.
but what we don't realize,
Hmm.
when people say they don't go by that, what we don't realize is this has been a consistent system that has been inbred into our DNA years
Right.
in time. You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
it's
It's
genetic.
not something that people even intentionally know that that's what they're doing. Like, people don't see the fact that the fact that you get food stamps mean that your baby daddy can't live in your house with you. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, not out here. That's not what that mean out here. Hell no.
I mean, the whole government system is designed that way.
Right. Well,
You know what
out
I'm
here,
saying?
you get food stamps. You just get food stamps. They don't give a damn who you live with.
But nah, but all of that shit, to get all of that shit is a system. They give you that, but
Right.
you can't have that man there. You know what I'm saying? They gave you all of that, but they did that for a reason. They broke the man in front of the women so that the women would feel as if the white man was stronger or the
Yeah, but to
system
me,
was
it's the
stronger.
women who are the weak ones who go by that. If you sit there and you let somebody break your man down in front of you,
That but
and you
that
go
that
by
Okay,
that,
had
and
but
therefore you want to sit there and make that man
that wasn't
continue
by
to
choice.
be small,
That wasn't by choice.
then
That was slavery, though. That
I was
wasn't
I
by
just
no,
about
I'm
to
not
choice.
saying
say
I'm
that.
not saying
I
it
was
was
about to say
choice, but
since
I'm
you want
saying
to
like
go on that, but
in
all these
today's world.
design was to
But
destroy us.
that's what I'm saying. That
Every
is a
system,
system
even when it comes
design.
to the women, even when it comes to the
Everything was built
women, the
against us.
whole
And ain't
Bible
nothing
talk
necessarily for
about
the black people is for us.
they destroying women. Like it's designed to divide us up, to keep us to go at each other. All this, everything
Right.
you talking about,
Right.
BIGO,
Right.
everything is designed to keep the
That's why we
feminine
got to
and the
keep
And this is
masculine
why I say,
energy to
uplifting each
go
other,
at.
not just women and women, but
this
men
is why I be
also.
saying,
Yeah, feminine and masculine.
why don't they
It's
listen?
designed to
This
for
is
feminine and masculine to go at each other. It don't matter. It's
this
to
is
go
why I
at
say
each other.
why women don't why this is why I ask why don't women listen? You know what I'm saying? This is why I say women should listen more.
Hmm.
You dig? Because the black man ain't against y'all. They not.
Mm-mm.
We trying to get back to where the black men
Well, we're
in
not gonna
this
say
life.
all black
You know
men.
what I'm saying?
Some.
I'm not saying hood niggas, trap niggas, and people
I
who
wasn't
are
gonna kick him. I was about to
just
say something to him. Like I was really about to say something to this nigga, but you got it.
nah. Get them folks out of here. We don't do that. We don't do that in this live. We don't do no racial slandering or no cultures of any
And
type.
you know, so crazy, not like that. But if you
What's up,
study,
Henny? Come in.
not nigger, but if you study the word nigger, not nigger, but it's nigga. If you go back in time, that word wasn't a negative word. It was actually a positive word. But the Caucasian people took
No,
that word
no, us
and
black
made
people
it
took the word
negative.
nigger and turned it into nigga to make it more positive for us. We
Crazy.
changed that.
Because really, if you really look at it, it means king.
Yeah, the black king, like
Yeah,
we
black
took that
king.
and we turned that around. But then people are constantly trying to take that from us. I'm like, well, if you guys can say it, why can't we? Because it's a difference between and a
Okay, wait a minute.
It's
So
not the
no,
same.
negus. If the word was negus, negus, negus. That's the original word. It does mean king. It does mean
Right.
crown. It was changed hundreds and thousands and millions of years ago just to make us feel like
No,
it
no,
was a bad word, and
not
that's
that
what they
long. It was only
called us.
500 years. Not that long.
Yeah,
Not millions and thousands.
no
It was
matter
only
how long
500.
it was done.
No,
As
no,
far as the
that do
men
matter.
and the women,
The time do matter. It do matter though. It wasn't
but
that
time
long.
doesn't exist. How does it matter if it
No,
doesn't
okay,
exist?
it
It
don't
happened.
exist, but
Time
they
doesn't exist because it's
existed.
still the
Okay, you gotta
same.
understand
Everything's
they
still the same. Ain't
existed,
nothing
right?
really changed besides
They
shit. The
existed.
days.
They existed wasn't here
Again,
that long. So when they took that, it wasn't that long. It was
what up,
only
Indy?
5 years.
Listen,
It wasn't millions.
yeah,
It wasn't that long. Hell no.
Indy. I mean, Henny, you more than welcome to tap in as well. Um, yeah,
That's who they met.
Right. They must have.
Kings.
Right.
That's what
my
they
whole
called
thing with
them.
saying
Facts.
is to say this, y'all. They designed us to be like that. They broke the system. They broke our system of being a unit and divided us. You dig? And the black men who are trying to make that unit again, it's harder for us because women don't listen to us
I
anymore.
don't like that. I don't like the fact
They
that
don't
you're
they
you
don't
you
feel
you
like
you
we
you
have.
excluding
Let
us
me
because
finish
it's not
talking.
like the
Let
women.
me
It's
finish
not
talking.
that's no. I don't like
Let
that.
me finish talking.
I know what you
You
mean,
have to
Hefty.
listen. You have
It's
to
the same
listen.
problem in my country. They have their own rules, you know. But it's not it's
He
not
killing
your
me.
it's
No,
not the
that's
fault of the
if you
women, you know. It's
notice,
the
it's
system.
always the oh, it's the women. The women ate the
No,
apple.
but
I'm
it's the
If
not.
you study
Y'all
system.
it,
not.
it's
But
not
see,
even
listen.
behind the
The
women eating the
government
apple.
did
It
it.
started
Y'all
that. It's
not.
always women
You
when
not.
women
You
not listening.
taking that shit
It
the
go
wrong
both.
way,
It
bro.
go both sides. It
Hold
go really
on.
both sides.
Hold on, y'all. Because you not. Y'all not listening. You're not listening to what I'm saying. It's not the. What I said was this. I'm not blaming y'all. I never said I was blaming y'all. It's the fact that the design of the way that y'all mindset have grown to be because of how the system designed y'all mindset to be. Y'all don't, I'm not talking about you. You don't feel hit. A hit dog gonna holler. I'm saying the way that the system has designed women's mindset to be. With that, women don't listen to men anymore. They don't feel like they have to. They are independent mindsets now. They don't want to listen. They are independent. They don't feel like they have to. They don't need a man for shit. You don't need a nigga to do nothing for you. You everything you can do by yourself. And if you ain't doing it by yourself, the government is doing it for you. But the man and Miss Minnie, and on that note, the man and the women, the man who are woke and who are on that path of journey, and the women who are woke and on that path of journey, it does go both ways. True enough. We listen to each other because we understand what has happened in the system and the design. The majority of people don't. The majority of women are set in that way. If it's not beneficial for them to gain something out of it, they're gonna feel like they don't care. They can do it by themselves. They don't need a man. They don't have to listen to a man for nothing. And the black man now, it's harder for us because they feel like they don't have to listen to us. They don't have to hear what we have to say because they can do it by themselves. That's how they feel. Facts. If it's not their way, bye. I find
Okay,
another
you
nigga who
just
can spend
said
more money and who can do
you
more things
keyword.
for
You
me.
just said they designed that. You just basically saying like all women they design women to.
Can
What
I
did they
say
design the men
something?
to do? Right, to go against
Yeah.
the women. So it's go both ways. So they put a
No, they
design for the
designed the
women
man to
and the
be out
men.
in the
So
street.
you
They
cannot
designed
just
the
Let
man
I
to
got
be
something
exclude
to
out on the
say.
Can
I
exclude the
got something
men
can
to
and
can
say.
just
I
talk
say
about the
something?
women.
Can I say
Talk about
something?
the
Let me
men
speak.
too. Talk about how
All
the
Go
right,
ahead,
women
Miss
are
Kimmy, let
Minnie.
me
designed
Because
say
we
like
got
that
some
something.
shit to
Let
too.
me
say.
say something. So I came to an epiphany, and I was talking about this earlier today, even when I wasn't even on BIGO. It's designed for, first of all, you have to understand the design is way deeper than just black and white, okay? That's number one. We all have to acknowledge that. I understand. Yeah, we all black in this room, whatever, but it goes bigger because they designed a whole system to hate each other. First of all, women were designed to hate ourselves in the beginning. We were told we were given an apple, we were manipulated, and we were told that we will make all men sin. That is the curse that we were born with Christianity. Now, I don't want to
Hello,
say
that's
it
what
that way.
basically what
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
saying
So
you
you
are.
can't just say that.
So first of all, the men were put against the women, but they recognize that even though we taught them to hate that, they still love these creatures, and we need them to hate both sides. We need them to hate both sides. So then they ripped the black man out of the home because they recognize that even though the women, you know, we were still allowed to be queens, we were still allowed to rule. They didn't like that, so it goes deeper than that. And then when the
Exactly.
men were ripped out of their homes, it built a foundation for this hate against men that women have or not listening. And it's not that we don't want to listen. We don't understand our direction because we were given the wrong direction, the same way you were. We don't understand that we are supposed to take guidance because we were taught not to. And that's engraved in our ancestors. Now, before, our kings protected us. They made sure
I was
we
just
had
about to say
everything we
that.
needed. We went to them for their counsel and we were able to teach and learn from them.
Appreciate that.
But we can't
Exactly. I
do
was
that
just about to. I
anymore.
was.
We
We
was
I
able
cannot
to
was.
do that
teach and
anymore
learn from
because the
them.
design has taught us that baby daddies fail. That's what the design has given us.
I feel like times that I just feel like it's really with the time though. Like times have changed. Like it used to be all good and now it ain't shit. Times changed
It
and
has.
people change with time. That's how I feel.
It does. They do.
I wasn't
They
taught
do.
to
Cause my
to
mama,
bash men and not listen to men or to not learn from
I
men.
was
No, hell
taught
no.
half
I
and
was taught to
half.
let a man be a man, but let a man treat you right in that same form.
It's
So
not
not everybody was
But
born
necessarily
with the same
besides
thing.
that, I was just
necessarily
about to say,
teaching. It's look at what we're presented with in our day to day basis. It's not necessarily you were taught that, like somebody had to sit you down and
exactly.
teach you. It's the way that the
I know, but
world
when you see
runs.
things, it's
First of
more of
all,
what you
they
see.
it's everything. Your experiences in life. Just what you
Exactly.
live. Everything. You got to think about it like this. Right now, women are the lowest paid, lowest served, blah blah blah, low. I look, I used to be on the feminist
Right.
side, so I can give you all the credit, but I'm just saying. But then so that teaches us first to what is the word? It's a envy men. It taught us to envy men because they were given more than us and they were given bigger titles. So just in that situation of living, we were taught to envy men. Just as I use the representation of the Bible, men are taught that a lot of religions taught that, oh, you have to hate this woman. This woman is lower than you. You know, all she's there for is to wash your feet, cook your meals, you know, not to run a family
That is
together.
true.
It's not
Like
taught
in
that.
Africa,
It's just
they can
not
have
taught
as
that.
many. Yeah, for real, that is true. Like you can have as many wives as they want.
Right.
Nobody give a damn.
And even in that, there's some misunderstanding about that. Because some women were wives, some women were warriors, some women were cooks. Like we all had a job at one
They
time, but
had
we
a
no
place.
longer know our place. We no
They
longer
had a
know where
place.
we are supposed to be. So we just doing whatever they
Exactly.
told us we have to do.
Right. And don't want to
I'm
listen.
sorry. Let me calm
Exactly.
down. I'm
We
sorry.
but and everything that Minnie just said, to be honest, it really goes all the way back to what I just said. Like times are changing, people change with time. Like this shit is true. Hell yeah. I don't know
Because
how can't nobody else
in the beginning, it
understand,
was
but
the
I can
feminine
understand.
energy, and then
But at
the
the same
masculine
time, it's
energy
like
taught
you
us
gotta
to
also go back to what
hate
it
the
is
feminine
in the
energy.
household that
It
we are
taught
teaching our
up and down the
kids.
Bible to hate the feminine energy.
Nobody
I
said
don't
that
go by
though.
the
but
Bible.
that's
I don't go by the
only
Bible
I
at
know,
all.
because
I don't go
that's
by the Bible.
only
I'm just saying it's
because
designed. It was designed to
I'm
hate
Men
gonna
the
wrote
tell
the
you
feminine
Bible. I don't
something,
energy.
go by men.
The feminine
Kim,
energy was here
Kim,
first.
no,
We
no.
the one who taught the
Kim.
masculine energy. Like
Right, you're right.
Everything in the
But
Bible, everything
right,
not put in the Bible.
right.
You know,
Everything
everything not
wasn't
put in
put
the
there.
I
Bible.
was
You
just using
can't
that
just go.
as an example. I know most of the Bible got lies
Yeah.
and truth. The Bible got lies
Yeah.
and truth in it too.
It's
Mm-hmm.
it's how it's I think we need to come out of following the ways of the world and learning the ways of the
Yep.
world. I think that's the
But yeah, but
biggest
everybody's
issue that we
still
have.
stuck on the way of the
They
world
And
are.
because if they
They
at the end of
are.
the
because
day,
a
the
lot of
teaching
men don't
starts at
believe
home.
that
At
the
the end of the
feminine
day,
energy
teaching
was
starts at
first.
home.
A lot of men
Teaching
don't
does
believe the
not
Teaching starts
feminine
at
always
energy
home.
was
start at
first.
home. Teaching
Everybody
because
believe the
but how
Teaching
does
masculine
does start
teaching
energy
at
start
home.
at
I
home?
can't say a lot of
That
men.
how
I
does
can't say a
teaching
lot of
start at
men. It's
home when
half
you
half.
have a lot of broken homes? How does teaching start at
Exactly.
home when you have a
That's
lot
what
of
I'm
broken
talking about,
homes?
though. That's what I'm saying. Everybody, if everybody
Exactly.
wants to sit there and say all their opinions and everything else, and it's like at the end of the day, what is it on your end that you're trying to do to change that to make sure that our next generation coming up is not
Ex-
going to lead
And
that same thing?
that's what we this is a big topic Because that's what some of
And
us
let me
are
tell you what
trying to
I'm
do.
doing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm doing
That's what
my
I'm saying.
own
I'm
thing.
raising a son, so
I'm doing.
therefore I'm
I'm
not raising him how
exactly.
I was raised. I'm raising him so
I
I know
have
that the man that I know he should be in this
That's
world
what
and have
she
to be
raising.
prepared for this crazy ass world
When
that we live in, especially being black.
I just feel
Not to
like when
be
you doing
envy
your
and
Right.
own
hate
thing,
people, but how to
They're
sit there
not
and how to
ready
deal
for
with
that.
people and how to be able to
Because
still
you
live
can't
your life
raise a
peacefully,
son
even though
and
sometimes you
That
can't.
they're not ready for that.
when you do your
They're
own
not
thing,
ready for that.
and you actually think outside the box, and you doing what you like to do, and you know what you know. You feel me? You don't got to worry about all that. You don't have to worry
You
about
gotta
what
worry about,
nobody
because at the
else
end
doing.
of the day, you gotta venture out into the world. You're going to run into
Okay.
other
Yeah,
people in this
yeah,
world,
So
you
and that's
gonna
just gonna be
venture
about
out.
you.
Yeah, you can venture out,
so
but what I'm
okay,
saying
Fat
is,
Fat. Besides just raising a son, what are you doing to progress that? To
What do
progress
you mean?
that we go in the right direction. What is the right direction to you?
I can't raise everybody else's household. I can only raise my own.
Okay.
So
so
what
what are
the
you
next person
doing?
does in
What
their
So
action?
household, I don't know that, but you have to teach your kids. People sit there and they kind of shelter their kids and try to hide things from them, because there are certain things out there that motherfuckers do in their whole household that you're not doing, that your kid gonna
right.
go out and see like,
But
okay,
what
that's
does
not how I was
who
raised. Why are they doing that? But you got to teach them, like, you don't do what other people. A lot of times
the
people
biggest
teach,
problem
but
is
a
that
lot of
we
people
would
get left
rather
behind.
argue and
A
fight with
lot of
each
people get
other
left,
than teach
each
each
one
other
teach
how
one,
to
people get
love
left
or listen
behind.
to each other in the
That's the only
loving.
thing I don't like
That's
about
the
that. About
problem.
each one
That's
teach
the
one,
problem.
people get
You
left
have to
behind
teach
with that
each
stuff.
other. You gonna need
Exactly.
each
Without
other.
leaving people
I love when
behind.
people say I don't need nobody, but you need the motherfucker that built your house. You need the motherfucker that
That
pays
True.
your
part. You need
electricity.
all that.
You
Because
need the
without that
motherfucker
Exactly.
that
person, your
built your
shit gonna be sitting
TV.
there just
So you
overflowing.
need something, and in those
You right,
needs, you have to
Minnie.
need each other. The problem is we don't work together. We too busy trying to fight each other than to see the fact that we need to stand up, work together, get everybody's kids knowledgeable, not just your
Yep.
own,
Exactly. But with
not
the
just
each
your
one
own
teach
in your
one shit,
own
the thing
household.
is, when with the each one
Exactly.
teach one thing, people always get left behind with that. People always talk about each one teach one, but don't look back at the others who are being left behind. What about them? Y'all teaching everybody in front of you, but what about the motherfuckers behind us who don't know nothing? Everybody
And you
looking ahead.
teach them
Everybody trying to get ahead
too.
of every. Hold on.
Look,
Okay, and
Everybody trying to get
you be
ahead.
the
and
one to
teach
turn
them
Everybody
around
trying
and
to
those.
get
teach the
ahead
one in
of
the back.
everybody
You
trying
But
teach
to
you
get
just
ahead
everybody.
of the
said
other
you
person
just
without.
you can't teach
Since
your
you worry about the ones in
Thank
the back,
you.
you be
Exactly.
you
one
That's what
that
I'm
just
saying.
said
Like,
teach
you
everybody
our
got
talking about each
people.
one
teamwork.
teach one, but ain't nobody trying to teach nobody in the back. What about them?
Teamwork, you
Everybody
working
trying to get ahead
No,
of
together,
the
baby.
that's
next
why
person.
you
Remember the
okay.
drive.
Everybody
I
trying to
You
get
not
remember
ahead.
the
you
Ain't
still
drive.
got
nobody
the
trying to sit
people
there
in the
and
I
help
back
out.
remember
too.
the
Hey, this
drive.
crazy, man.
So
But
Each
with that
other
each one
right.
teach one
Now
shit,
when they was
motherfuckers get left
beginning,
behind with them
Gets
teaching.
left behind because it isn't even each
nobody
one
get
Look
teach
left
at these
one.
school
behind with each
systems.
one teach
Every
Look at
one.
these
it,
school
it takes a
systems.
village.
Look at
It
these
takes
school
a
systems.
village. It takes a
Nobody
Yeah,
nobody
village.
it
gets
takes a
left
village,
Yes,
but
behind.
that
Minnie,
doesn't
that's
mean that
right,
the
Minnie. You
parents a
right.
day off.
It takes a
Minnie
village.
It
cutting
don't
up.
that
And
If
mean
if
That's
somebody
that
you
doesn't
Minnie
mean
keep
if
a
everybody
cutting
get a
somebody
day
village,
off.
says
if you got
each one
people
teach
too
one,
worried
that's
about
not
what the
left
next
behind
person
though, is
got
it?
to say and not
No.
listening and not letting anybody lead them and not trying to understand both sides of the spectrum, all sides of this universe. You're supposed to
Agreed.
inhale all of it.
Exactly.
The more
That's why I
you
said what
hold
about the
from
people in the back.
yourself, the more you hold from everybody else. And the arguing and
Mm-hmm.
bickering and bad talking, name calling, you ain't doing nothing but talking about your motherfucking self at the end of the day. Look in the mirror.
yeah, because we are each other
Stop
reflection.
it.
I'm you, you are me. At the end of the day.
Damn.
Facts. 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 Facts.
Wait,
Shit,
who's
Minnie,
that
what y'all
towards
do?
me?
at
Y'all
this
go
Who's
on
that
no
point,
supposed to be towards?
YouTube? At this point, everything understood with me. You
Where
feel
the
me?
fuck is
Like
my TikTok clip?
I don't even feel like it's no conversation no more. She admitted, and hey, you know what I'm saying? She got it all right.
Okay, so now can we change to Ayo? Why man hardly talk?
Now the problem with men, ooh, now
Let's
let me
get on the
stop.
men now. Change the title and put it in. Come on, change the title. Let's be fair. Recycle. Let's
Why
keep
I gotta
going.
change my
Cause we're
Well,
title?
the
not just gonna
problem
be
with
on
Why I
men
gotta
is
women.
change my title?
they
Next.
expect a woman. They expect right now. So the problem with men, I'm gonna give you a real quick theory. Okay, I love y'all for listening. But I'm gonna give y'all a real quick theory. See, the problem we have right now with our men is that yes, the men was stripped away from the homes, but what did that leave? That left just the woman, and the woman cannot raise a man to be a man. I'm not saying that I didn't raise my son because I raised my son by myself for a very long time. He is now with his father. Um, I'm not saying that a woman can't, because there are women
Fuck
that
you,
have
go.
done great motherfucking jobs, and I commend them because it's the worst. It is not the worst. It's the worst task for you to have to teach someone to live in a shoe that you can't even feel. Let me explain. I'm gonna say it like this. So now what we have now, or we have three types of men. We have the men who love, respect women because they saw their mother grow up and be a single mother, and they do their best to take care of her. They are men. They stand up straight. They do what they have to do. Then we have the man that hate women, and so they just date women and treat them bad and rape them and treat them all types of ways because they hate women, because they watch their mother try so hard to take care of them and go through the struggles that she went through. And even though she may have made some selfish decisions, she is human, just like any human on this earth. And it took her life to try to do it. Then we have the third type of man who want to be their mama. We have the third type of man that want to be their mama. And then you know what that is. And hey, it is what it is. That's what we have now at this time. But those are the three type of men that have come up in this world for the last, what, 100 years. We need to break this cycle. We need to break this cycle. This cycle needs to be broken. There need to be men raising there. So now, when we talk about this polygamous relationships things, you know why it works for me? Because guess what? A man is in the household with them kids. Even if it teaches their daughters to respect men because they know what a man is supposed to look like, and seek men to do the qualities that a man needs, because the daughter needs a man too. So they not out here dating just any and everything and running up and then getting mad because the man ain't doing what they want him to do, but you don't even know what a man is because you ain't seen one either.
Facts.
Stop
So when
motherfucking
we talk
Whole
playing.
about
lot of
this
Stop
men.
poly
playing.
relationships, it needs to be, hey, if this is the way we get our black community back populated, hey, shit, I don't care what you do. Long as I ain't got to take care of no babies, you better take care of all them goddamn babies. To me, the hell, because it ain't about sex. Cause
Facts.
that ain't gonna make no real relationship. It ain't about who's sleeping with who. That ain't gonna do nothing. And we gotta stop hating each other. These women hate each other so bad I don't even understand it. We stand behind everything because we hate each other. If us women knew how to stand together and stop hating each other over the slightest, the stupidest, a nigga, please. I ain't never fought over no man. I never will. You got me fucked up.
Yeah. Stop playing.
Okay.
Enough said.
Stop
Exactly my
playing.
point.
Nice.
So,
Who done pulled up
so,
around the
Facts for
corner?
facts.
so
That's right.
again, I
God
thought we
bless
had
you.
already touched this subject about why men don't get the opportunity to voice more, because I felt like we discussed that in the process of talking about why women talk so much. But I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like all the questions was answered.
Hell yeah,
Um, I
man.
mean,
Shit, ain't nothing else to say.
I feel like all the questions was answered. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it is what it is. Whole time, like I said, I'm not blaming it on women. I'm not saying that it's y'all fault. I'm just saying that this system has got it to where y'all feel like y'all got the right to say certain shit to a man who is actually a man, and the shit that y'all say to man like that, that shit don't fly with real men.
True. That is true.
And I come from a place of
I
love.
ain't
This
gonna lie,
this
my mouth
new
is bad.
hearing,
I ain't gonna lie.
Well, I need to speak for the women
Hefner.
that don't do that, and you got men out here that bad to
Hefner.
talk about that because we need to talk about that on
Hefner. Well,
that
I can
subject
say
because
I can
But
only
we didn't
agree
got
to
no
that.
niggas
because
in
you
here
got men
going
that
like
really
that.
treat
Hefner,
women
wait,
like
look.
shit, dog
Hold
them
on,
out, and
wait,
that's how
look.
it really kind of started down. That's the reason why women are the way they are
But
is
we don't
because
have
of
any. But we don't
men,
have any
of the
man.
man
We don't have
design
any
of
man in
how
here.
they
Look, well,
treated
what I'm
Stop
gonna
women,
say
blaming.
made
is,
women feel less than men,
hold
women not
on,
equal
Kim,
than
baby.
men.
Shit. You cutting up, mama. Hold up. Let me say this real quick. All right, I'm gonna be quiet at this. So look, all I want to say, Hefner, is I can agree with you on that because I you can hear how I talk right now. Like my mouth can get bad. You feel me? And I
Mm-hmm.
have I
Hey,
like what
brother
I can't
Carlo.
say. Like I'm talking to somebody right now. Like he from Inglewood, California, but that nigga is the most respectful motherfucker I've ever met. You feel me? And some stuff I be
Mm-hmm.
saying, like he have to correct me. Like hold on, like who you talking to? I be like, I'll be like my bad. You feel me? Like I ain't mean to say that. You feel me? So I understand. I can understand that. I can understand what you saying on that part. Cause some of that shit don't fly with real men, bro. You don't.
Right, and Kimmy, and like I said, Kimmy, I'm not talking about a fake nigga because first of all, if you fucking with a nigga at any given moment that
So
ain't
this
respecting
basically is
you
not
or treating
women.
you,
It's
hold
you
on,
not dealing with a
that
woman
hold
then.
on, like I said, like I just said, if you you asked me a question about men, so if you dealing with a man who not treating you with the type of respect that you deserve, why the fuck are you with him?
Okay,
That's
that go
your
back to
fault.
you.
You
If you
still with
dealing
that
with a
man.
woman, a so-called woman, and
The
that's
whole
talking too much,
time I'm not
that mean that's
talking
not a
about
woman.
I'm speaking
Can I
in
say something?
No,
general
because
of
I don't see no
women in general.
here. It's not a.
We done with the woman
I'm
part.
speaking
It
in
is
women,
the
right.
balance.
That's
It's a
not no fucking
balance.
bad.
I mean, you not so what
No, Minnie, I
when
get what you
women
saying. I get all that,
yeah,
but like, all right, it is what it is. I just the way I think, it is what it is. We
But
gonna
this
leave
the
it at that.
thing. A lot of
Huh?
times when it comes to when a man is treating a woman like treating her like a dog, okay, he treating her like a dog. Of course, that ain't right. But if you continue going back with that person, he ain't doing it to her no more. She doing it to herself. You continue going to a person
right,
who's gonna constantly treat
right,
you like a dog. He ain't doing
Man,
it to you
right.
no more.
and
You
that's
doing it to
all
yourself.
too.
You can't always put it on the man now.
No. I'm not
Fast.
saying. I'm not saying
Fast.
that me. I'm just saying men general. Because you can
But
be
I'm
the
saying
up top
if you
woman, like you
fucking
get
with
what
a
I'm
nigga
saying,
who like that,
and men will just disrespect women. Like y'all not getting on that. Like that's not the subject we're talking about. Because you
No,
got
you're
men
What you
out
not.
here
saying? What
we're
you
not
that
mean?
talking
You
about
you
no.
and you disrespectful ass men. Work like
not a
okay, and then
man.
that's not
That's
a
a
That is
woman.
a
whole
man child.
Then
That is
say
called a
that
man
then.
There's a
child.
Then say
woman.
that's not a woman that's not
that's a
listening.
What do
That's
you
section
not
send
mean?
off
submissive. Then
group of
say
people.
that's not a woman. Y'all can say, oh, that's
No,
not
Nah,
a
that's
man
not
because
a
you are
that's
dealing
man.
with. But I
That's
never
not a
heard none of y'all
man.
say, oh,
A
that's not a woman
man
you
is not
dealing with.
gonna
That's
be
you
like
dealing with
that.
a
A
child.
real man, it's a boy child. A real
That
Okay,
man
is a
but women,
man.
so like,
is
That is
okay,
a
when you
man
say, oh,
child.
that's
you're
not a
gonna
woman, it's
respect
not one of
him.
y'all say, okay, you're not dealing with a woman then. Because he said, all women do not listen. Y'all didn't say, oh, okay, that's not a woman. That's a child that
I
be
did
brought for
say
something.
that.
whole
Versus
time,
me, if I said a
whole
man,
time,
you just said, oh, that's
whole
not a
time.
man,
If
that's
you
a
read
boy.
this, it don't say all women nothing. It don't say nothing. It say, hey
It
yo,
says
women should listen
exactly.
Okay, I
more.
know what your title say, but you was saying all women. You said
So
all women don't
Look,
listen.
I
You
don't
didn't
women,
take.
say that.
I don't think
look,
he was
man.
putting
He
it towards
not
I
trying
all
to
didn't
women
spin
though.
say
I
all
think
nobody
that's
out,
women.
just
bro.
it's
I
And I'm
just
He
never
not
not
certain.
said
trying to
putting it
all
spin
towards
women.
nobody
women.
out.
I'm trying to. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Just like how
I
many just
never
He
said
said,
not
all
you're
singling
women.
not
women out.
dealing with a man. You're dealing with a boy, right?
I
So
never,
I should have
I
told
never.
Pierre. That means
First
you're
of
not.
all.
right? Y'all was like, okay, yeah, women don't listen. Yeah, women is because
Your
women is,
brother
but
can give
it's
you some noise. You don't need a bottle
not
like
one
hell off.
person said, damn, it's not that you're dealing with a woman, you probably dealing with a kid. Then when I said a man, what many say? It's not that's not a man you're dealing with. That's a boy. You get my example, you get what I'm saying? Y'all can break it
Yo,
down to,
okay,
oh,
so
that's
you
not a
trying
man,
to
that's a
say you
boy.
trying to say you look. So you feel like he was saying women, and then I don't. Okay, look, hold on, listen what I'm saying.
But
So
why are
you
you
feel like he
looking to
was
point a
saying
finger though? On
I'm
the
you
not
feel
subject,
looking
like
why
to
are you
point a
feeling
finger.
look
What
guilty
I'm
listen
pointing
looking
a
to
finger?
have
Yes, you
balance.
are,
Don't
look
because
just
look
make
look
it
look.
seem
why
like
are you
So
looking
women
for
just don't
balance?
listen.
you saying he said women, and then you saying when it got to
Talking
the man part,
myself to
then they said little
I.
boy. So you feel like he should have worded it better. Is what you trying to say or no?
Right. Steady saying all women
Okay.
don't listen. That mean that that's not a full woman. That's
Okay. Yeah.
a
Yeah.
kid,
That's
right?
understandable.
Just like she just correct me and said that that's not a man that I'm
Well,
dealing with. And when I
yeah.
say men, it's our
So I'm talking about in a relationship. So if there's a man, it's not that you're gonna want to listen. It's not that's why I said it's not a man. A man is like being bashing women and talking crazy and trying to gain control. Real men don't do that because they don't have to.
and I
They
And
don't
the
do
feel
whole
that because
and
time,
they
that's
don't
the.
have to.
and I
But the
will
Just
whole
say
like a
time,
something.
they.
real
And I feel
woman
like
isn't
real
gonna
But
women
do
don't
that.
over talk themselves. Like you get what I'm saying? Like over talk
But a
because
woman that does, like we were talking about overzealous women do. We were just talking about that, wasn't we? Overzealous women do.
and
they
men is
talk.
not overzealous.
And I mean overzealous young
That
women, you
we
little
not saying
girls.
that men
So
aren't. We
I
not
had to
saying that
come
men
out of
aren't.
I had to come out of in my little spiritual change. I had to come out of calling younger women than me little girls because I used to do it real bad. I used to talk about younger women real bad. I don't know if y'all remember, but anyway, I had that. I don't like that because I don't want to be called a little girl. I had a 60-some-year-old woman call me a little girl, and it made my heart break. So grow and we going some places, then yeah, I'ma be a woman. I'ma do my womanly duties, whatever them may be, whatever it feels like a woman should do. That's how I go by it. I don't just what do because I don't know. I mean, I know I watched my mother. My mother was I had a father in the home. So, I watched my mother do that. So that's what women do. Okay. Shit. That's what the fuck. I don't know. It feel better. It feel good doing this. Yep, he like this. Oh, I could cook and he like cooking. He like food. Okay, shit. Let me cook then. Oh, if it's not clean, I do bitch about cleaning up because I'm a bitch about cleaning up sometimes because I don't want to do it all the time. And I do because I want somebody $5,000 plans. Don't. He gonna make a plan for you, and you got to
True.
follow that plan. Take your time. Cause you rush off looking for Mr. Lamborghini, and Mr. Lamborghini got all types of problems in his trunk. You could just see
and
him
all
coming out
type
the
of
tires.
scandals for you.
The fuck?
Men are manipulated.
Yeah, she sure right. Look, all many trying to say yes. All many trying to say yes. Stay down for the come up, baby. Stay down for the come up. And look,
And the most
See,
secretive
that's the
people,
reason why I
bruh.
don't. That's the
Listen,
reason
let me
why
tell
I
you some.
feel the
Let me
way
tell you
I
some
feel.
real shit.
You see
Let me
that?
tell you,
You
I
see the
good,
little sneaky,
good.
but the women
Cause
are
listen,
more.
ain't
No,
no
it's
sneaky shit.
not. Because
Ain't
if
no
you
sneaky
really want
shit.
to
This
know,
is a
men
fact. Let me
manipulate
tell you something,
the whole world and
bro.
say
Let me
that the
tell you
men was
something, bro.
first. And technically, the woman
Man
was
cheat.
first, not
Men cheat
men.
all the time and get
you
caught.
So
know,
that's the
Men cheat all the
manipulator
time
right
and get
there.
caught.
damn, Kim, you got some
Men cheat
strong.
all.
That right there is the
Men
biggest
cheat all the
manipulator
time
ever.
and get
Y'all
caught.
manipulate the whole world.
Men
Said that
cheat.
we came from Adam Reels, and technically, no, the fuck we did not.
Kim not fucking with y'all niggas.
No, your brain.
So Kim, do you
I
got a
can't
dude right
take
now or
y'all.
no?
Huh?
Do you got a dude?
No, fuck no. Not right now because the dudes. That's why I said majority of the dudes are manipulative.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I done
And I
met half
don't.
and half.
No one is
It's really
perfect. No.
different.
man, like on if you just sit down and you just listen to people conversation, yeah, we do got our ways. Women do got our way. But if you just sit down and listen to people conversation, they always women it. Why women is women it, women is. Then here come the women. Oh yeah, they are right.
But
Oh yeah, yeah, they
but
are right. No,
can say
speak for
you can see that
yourself,
a lot on this
sir. I mean, what,
platform
ma'am?
because it give people a voice. You feel me? I feel like what
Come
I
on.
women
I'm saying the
look, it
majority.
goes both ways. Like he said, like Hefner said, men are just naturally made dominant. Women are made to reproduce. We are the reason why
I'm
they
not
are
saying
here. You feel
dominant.
me? You feel me? We the reason why they here. Like it goes both ways. That's all I'm saying. Like the conversation's dead. Shit. We
It
still
do
we
go both
saying the
ways.
same thing.
Are you
But
Then
understanding what I'm saying?
he's breaking it
always
down
been.
all the way to the animals. He going all the way down. It
And
ain't
then
even
when
about
she
us no more.
and number six hit him
It
with
has
the spider,
always
right?
been that way,
Shut him up. He had nothing to say.
bro.
Let's be real
That's
here.
a bug. That's what happens in the insect world. In the insect
And that's
world
just
is
not
in
just
the
bugs
insect
because
world. That's what it
that's just
is.
not bugs.
You have a in the insect
Okay,
world.
so why do
You have a queen
the
ant.
what's it
You have
called?
a queen ant.
It's
You
it's an
have a
animal. It's an animal.
Same thing. There's no
okay,
difference.
right. So
Those
listen.
fight.
So
Whatever. Let
so
them
spiritual
fight.
warrior,
That's what they
the
do. They want to
Amazon
fight each
warriors, right?
other. It wasn't for us.
Amazon warriors, right?
So you
That
know
was built
California
Do
with
you know
before
women
who
who had the
Khalifa
California
is?
dominant.
California
Do you
was an
know who Queen
island before they
Khalifa
made
is?
it to this. That
Do you
island
know who
was
Queen
full of
Listen,
Khalifa is?
this is the point I'm trying to
just
make.
women. Period.
I know all of those queens. I know all of those dominant queens.
And before we fell in frequency, it was just
Conquered,
feminine energy for
over
a
conquered,
long time
over
before it
conquered
was
by
masculine
a man.
energy.
Because
and now they want to be the woman. It's because
Exactly. You not hearing what you listen. You think that just because they was just butt breaking, that's what started it? That was it?
no, that's what really started. It's not because a woman was
Yeah.
raising the
Yeah,
So
man.
it
That's
broke the women
that's
and
where
broke
it
the
really.
men.
That's how it
But
started.
listen what I'm telling you.
That's the spiritual energy. That's how it
It
really
broke
started,
it
and that's
broke
how
They
the
don't
the
want
man.
you to
the
get to
But
your
intellect.
higher
listen,
That's the
self.
science behind
listen,
everything.
listen. Man, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Listen. That was the exact thing that I said from the beginning. This whole thing, Willie Lynch theory. Whole thing is the Willie Lynch theory. It's the whole Willie Lynch. If you don't know about it, go read it. Listen to it, audio. I don't care how you go listen to it. But go listen to the Willie Lynch letter and understand how they broke the black man in front of the black woman and his kids so that the woman would feel powerless of the man. The man holds no power in the household any longer. He has no power. I'll break your man. What they showed them. Now, these same boys who are being raised by women only know to either respect women, hella crazy, say fuck women all in general, want to be a woman. What happens when you're raised by a woman and not a man in your life to show you how to be a man? This is coming from a man who was raised by a woman.
But
Why
who
are you
taught
trying to
this?
make it
The
say
woman.
like a
The
woman
woman. The woman.
did
The woman
anything?
taught
Like
that first.
it is not
All right.
about a woman or a man
It
doing
is. It
anything.
is. It is. It is. It is.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something.
Basketball, you know what I'm saying? But some females not
You
like
see how
that,
they take
so
that away from you? Oh,
they gonna
women can't
need
be
a father.
masculine. Women that's supposed to be masculine. They not.
But that's not it. But
It's
the
in
whole
there. They
time,
got
why?
it.
What you
That's
mean
why the
taking it
women
away
got
from
an
you?
X
That's not.
chromosome
That is.
because
That is.
it got both. We taught the
What
men
is
to how
what is
to
that taking
protect.
away
Let's
from?
be real. We
What
the
is
one who gave you the tool. And then when
you
we gave
taught
you
us
the
how to
tool, now
protect?
we gave y'all that job.
Teach
So okay,
them how
now
to
we gave
protect.
y'all the
What are
job
you
to take
talking
to
about,
help
Kimmy?
other masculine men.
Talking about.
that, we will be taking over the world. We will be taking over.
Yeah,
And they don't
everybody
want
be
that.
overpowered. Rich. Let me tell you, the government keep everybody at bay, baby. You know what I'm saying? Everybody at bay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that we don't know that we don't need to know because some people can't take the truth.
Superior.
Wait.
Women
Stay.
not
No, wait.
supposed to
No,
be
don't speak.
superior.
Don't speak for
Not to
me
your
because I
man. You
want
ain't
to know
supposed to be superior.
why we can't be.
Single,
But why?
we not singling, and yeah, no, it's everybody
See,
together.
and Pierre don't think that women
No,
should
but
be.
I'm responding to the comments. You say they don't want women to be superior. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not about like why are you trying to be more superior than your man? Whole time, this whole conversation was about relationships.
See, and that's the thing. I don't want to be more superior than my
You know what
men,
I'm saying?
but
This is
too,
about this is about relationships. This is not about life
a
as
relationship
a
it can be
whole and
friendship relation, right? I mean,
women
like a
versus
shit.
man. This ain't women versus man. This is not
Yeah,
women versus
exactly.
man. This is relationship. This is relationship. It's not women versus
Everybody
men.
should like a woman should let a man do what a man's supposed to do, but it's
Exactly.
like the
David
man should let the
right.
woman
David
do.
is right.
Let the woman let the
You
man
go.
stop.
But look, he just saying we running off topic though. I think he just put it in. He was just trying to say it in one way, and the conversation just went left.
I think if a woman know her
Yeah,
place
but
and a man
if
know
a
his place,
woman,
then
if
the
the woman,
relationship will
the
work.
woman in that house play her role and let the man play his role, let him be the man that he wants to be in that relationship.
Exactly.
You can't
Yeah,
change
And then
no man. You can't. This is what females need to realize and need to understand. You can't change no man, no matter how much money you make, how good your pussy is, and how much you suck his dick. He's
exactly.
gonna change on
You
his own motherfucking time. Let that man be
you
that
heard that
man. If you
song?
can't
You
stand it, you can't withhold that. You need to get your ass up out that relationship because you can't
you
sit there.
heard
You
that
can't raise
song?
no man. The man is already raised. He's already a man. He
Exactly.
is not a
Hold
boy.
on.
Let him be
You
the man.
look number three. You heard that song by K Michelle? Can't raise
Okay.
it. Older men, a lot of like older dudes that I probably done talked to, they acted like I didn't feel like I was their mama. Like they might have, you know what I'm saying? They probably did what they needed to do, but I still felt like I felt like I was doing too much. Like, hold on, wait, I don't supposed to be telling you this. I don't supposed to be saying this, but at the end of the day, I feel like what number
I
three
think a lot of
said.
times people will get into a relationship without knowing who they with. They so quick to jump in these relationships and not knowing who it is that they're with until they get in the relationship, and that's where everything go haywire because you thought you knew this person. You thought you knew you was what they needed. You thought you could take on what he needed. A lot of times people don't know what the fuck it is they get themselves into. Then once they get into it, they be like, oh, I
You
know I
thought you
didn't
could
even
take
know
on
this
that
about you
burden.
because you never knew them in the first place.
Exactly. Right.
Okay.
raised me. I didn't have no daddy to be there and do all that extra shit. You feel me? My mama did it. So what I'm saying is the people who I hung around, like I hung around more dudes than women. Those what I can say. And the dudes that I hung around, I fuck with them. I told you I don't hang around females like that because they too emotional for me. You feel me? And some shit we just don't click on.
No,
So
shit. I don't like myself sometimes. Hell,
yeah, like it's just
but
Man,
wrong. It's
women
just,
I
do
mean,
so
at the end
much
of the day, it's just
manipulative
based
shit,
on what
bro.
you.
They
It's all based
manipulate
on what you know.
situations to go their own way too. That's people.
You know why
People
we in the
manipulate
spiritual
shit
warfare
to
that we
go their
in
own way.
behind men. Once y'all
No, it's
understand that
not.
and
You are
get
your
that,
own person.
No, it ain't. It's not behind man. See what I'm saying? You see how you blaming man, and all I'm saying is the system, and you constantly trying to blame man. About of energy. Energy ain't got no. Energy ain't got no fucking
it's
I
denomination,
ain't
bro.
running
It's
this.
even
Energy
energy.
going.
is running this. This is the reason why we're communicating because this is called energy, right? Plasma energy.
Frequency. Everybody on the same
Frequency.
frequency.
Energy is running this. Come on, don't try to dumb it down. Oh no. Let's speak facts here. Come on.
Bro,
Don't dumb
bro,
it down.
Like
all of that is man-made terms. Feminine and
one
masculine is all
thing, look,
man-made terms.
everybody, and then that's another
Energy
thing.
got
Everybody
anything to
have
do
their
with
own.
feminine
That's
and
why we have
masculine?
a conscience. That's why we have a choice. I ain't gonna lie. Like Kim, I heard what you said earlier when you was like earlier when I was up in the piano and you was like who made her eat that apple. It was a man. It was a man. You know what I'm saying? Really, I ain't even gonna lie. Like they both had ate the apple, but she had ate it first. I can say she ate it first.
Bro, I don't care
Pierre.
nothing about none of that shit, bro. I don't care nothing about none of that shit. That's what
See,
y'all
that's
fail
the
to realize.
thing. You
Y'all
don't care
still
about
stuck
none of
on
like
this mental plane of worrying about
mental
what
pain.
go on. No, you just like to talk and hear yourself talking.
No, I don't.
When I'm
I like
speaking,
to speak facts. No,
everything that
you
I'm
like to
saying
hear
is for a
yourself talk,
reason.
and you like to be first, hot man
Everything that
first,
I'm
man
saying is
first.
for a
That's what
reason.
you like, and I noticed that.
I ain't said nothing about men, nothing.
I know you only want to
The
speak
only
about
thing I
one
said
man,
about
one
men is
man.
that
You
men
only
don't
want to
talk
speak
enough.
about the woman. That's the problem with the
No,
men. The
I
men
haven't
only want to
actually
speak about
had
the
an
woman.
opportunity to speak. I never said women was anything. I said the problem with society is because of the system.
understand what you saying. You basically saying what you just said. I understood that. Like you basically saying like we you is right. I'm not gonna lie. Like we actually really we don't got no proof of what happened in the beginning of time and how we was created. You feel me?
Hold on, we ain't talking about the beginning of time though. We talking about something that's documented from 200 years ago.
Because if you want to
You dig?
start something, you gotta
Hold on,
start
I'm gonna
at
mute
the
the panel
Nah,
because I
because
want y'all
I'm
to
just
listen.
saying.
beginning.
I want y'all to listen. I don't want y'all to talk. I want y'all to listen.
First, you must understand that the United States brand of slavery was different from any other system of slavery ever acted out on any people on earth. You need to know that all humans have been enslaved at one time. That is what happens when you allow someone else to write your history. When the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on the Japanese, ending World War II, Japan was devastated. The Japanese government, as a part of the surrender, agreed to give America the run of the whole country. The United States controlled the economy as General Douglas MacArthur wanted to control the educational system. He wanted to ban the teaching of Japanese history, and that is where the Japanese leadership drew the line. They would never dream of letting someone else control what was taught to their children. They knew that if they gave up the minds of their children, then there would be little hope of ever getting back on their feet. Without history, future generations would be forced to grope around in the darkness, lost, afraid, and timid. Unfortunately, this is the status that we were reduced to during our time on the plantation. We became was without his mind, then his body could be controlled. There was a pamphlet floating around a few years ago called the Willie Lynch Papers that was said to be the plan that was distributed throughout the South. Supposedly, Willie Lynch was a slaver who had a great success at getting work out of Africans who were enslaved on his plantation. They feared him and therefore worked his plantation with little effort on his part. The Africans, it was said, actually ran his plantation for him after he employed his fear tactics. It has also been stated that there never really was a man named Willie Lynch in the first place, and his legacy is a myth. Regardless, I believe it is necessary for us to study the Willie Lynch papers in order to understand our own fears and misunderstanding today. It is instructional for us. Firstly, Willie Lynch was primarily concerned with profit. It wasn't to make and then use that money to money. Priority 1, Everything else is secondary, because with money, all other forms of control is made easier. Well, anyway, the last thing that the master wanted to do was to have to destroy or resell one of his prize African bucks. So they devised a way to get the African to work for him and against each other. Willie Lynch came up with a viable way of achieving this goal. He bragged that he could show other plantation owners how to cut down on the cost of doing business and at the same time increase profits. The Willie Lynch system worked like this. First of all, he had to get the fear of the African and utilize that fear to get him to work against each other. The first priority was to change the mindset of all Africans. He would gather all of them out behind the barn. Then in front of all the Africans, he would tell them in between blows that this is his nigger. You are my niggers. And any nigger that didn't acknowledge him as the only real man on the plantation would get beaten in the same way. The Africans would look on in anger, but all of them in fear. Led the brother out on the ground, spread eagle, and then they would tie a long rope around each of his ankles and each of his wrists. Then they would tie that brother in two pieces. His insides would be all over the place as half of his body would go in one direction and the other half in an opposite direction. Blood would shoot all over the place. All of the other Africans are scared beyond reason. The master would yell, I can do this to each and every one of you niggers if I wanted to. To prove it, he would then grab the second strongest brother and start the process all over again. He would have the brother beaten nearly to death. However, this time he stops. He commands one of his strongest female Africans to come to the brother's aid. As she kneels down to assist the brother, he tells her that she will nurture him back to him. The African women have witnessed this whole scene. Whom do they now fear? Whom do they now respect? It was at that moment that she was reduced to a warm body that the black man used to get off on. No love, no compassion, no respect, just something that gets pregnant and gives birth to the master's property 9 months later. The master might even use her as a bed warmer himself during the cold winter nights, while the African man lay awake, wondering, thinking about his master's hands touching his child for his own pleasure. To keep from going crazy, the brother had to find something, anything to laugh at. It is why we still laugh at stuff that ain't funny today. It relieves us of our pain. And why we can leave our children like it ain't no their head. You see, this is a part of the bus wreck. He laughs when it ain't funny, scratches when it ain't itching. In his shame, he is now looking for ways in which to alleviate his pain, or the pain of the shame that he feels in front of the African woman, and the humiliation he feels in front of his own children. For he has learned on the plantation that they are not
That
his
nigga said that he has learned that that family is no longer his responsibility. It was beaten out of him that that family was no longer his responsibility. Having kids or anything like that was no longer his responsibility.
responsibility. Over the years, the only emotion that he was able to show is anger and laughter. He looks for humor in everything around him so that the pain of humiliation does not become too overwhelming. So he just laughs and fights other African men and women. Now the African woman has his son. Do you think she wants this boy to be like his father? Of course not. He ain't even a real man no more. If he was, he would be dead by now. She remembers what happened to the brother with the horses and the last strong man she ever saw from Africa. So the last thing she wants for her son to be like is the obliterated African warrior. She now belongs to the master. He is her Lord and Savior, literally. She will teach her son how to become a perfect slave from the day he was born. That boy won't ever see his father as a real man either. His mama taught him from day one, out of fear, how to be the master's best and most prized possession, an obedient male slave, a nigger, a big strapping buck who does not have a mind of his own. He is strong physically and weak mentally, detached from any semblance of a man. Fear is sewn deep into the genetic imprint of each cell of this young black African body, and in the end he knows only what the master wants him to know. The African woman now becomes the master's most trusted companion, especially the ones who worked cooking and cleaning for him in the big house. She even became a sex object for the master and his. All the while he slobbered on her, he called her his nigger wench. Today, it is not unusual for the African American male to have nothing to do with the raising of his children. Our young people are almost exclusively under the care of African American women, who often don't respect African American men, and could not respect them if they wanted to, because in most cases, brothers are not worthy of respect. Most of us don't even respect ourselves. Lessons straight from the plantation. It's the bus wreck, you see. The plantation is still the mother of many of our actions today. Most of you still carry the name, language, customs, and values.
That shit distilled in the brew shit. Man,
Nah, it
man, that's
it
the reason why
proves
man
that
is a
it proves.
manipulator. A man
Okay.
manipulate that. It's at the end
So
of the
what
day,
is
it's
that?
the
What is
man
that? So at the end
man
of the day, you
manipulate.
still not accepting the fact that that's why our black man is like the way they are. You don't
No,
want to accept that. You just want to point fingers
you
at
y'all
men.
don't want to
You
accept
don't
that.
want to target the fact that
Okay, but do you not know
our
that there
black
was
man,
black slave owners that enslaved their own people? So like it
bro,
really.
we know that
The
black people
Moors,
sold
yeah, it was
people,
the
bro.
Moors.
That ain't
We
got
know
nothing to
that.
do with what's
We
going
know
on
that
in
the Moors,
America
the
and the
men
system.
though.
What
The
does that
men
have to do
always
with
want
the system that
man.
we was developed under?
You know, so crazy. You need to
What
do
that
your
man just
your
said.
your history. You need to do.
That's why
You
I
need to
don't go
do.
off
You
of
do.
this.
Women actually love. That's naturally from a woman. That's
Bro,
what you
people
learn from
love.
a woman. Really
People
love
love.
how to
People
love.
love. People love.
No, it
all
just
over the
create.
fucking world.
It go deeper
Yes,
than that.
people
That video
people
what
love
you
all
showed,
over the
it did
world.
not prove nothing. What it proved is that men is a manipulator,
It proves that
master
women
manipulator. Like you said, you
it
hear him
proves
say
that women
he the one
it
who
proves
trained her
that
mind,
women
program
it
her mind,
proves
all
that
this shit.
our black
If
women
you
it proves that our black women don't respect our black men. That's what it proves.
no.
And they don't
Black,
listen to our
no
black
black men
men.
don't
That's what it
respect y'all.
proves.
No black men don't respect us. That's the problem.
It goes both ways, to be honest,
I
because
always
this
say it go both ways, but they don't respect us too. Like just
Nah,
like how
black
they feel,
women
like
don't
how he said,
respect
I don't
our
feel
black
like
man. Black
we
women
they
got
don't
don't
know
supposed
how
to
to
respect
be
talk
our
to us.
masculine.
They don't
black
know how to
women
treat
don't
us.
respect
Give
our
me
black
so
man.
some
They how can they
Yo,
respect us if they don't
My
got
nigga.
how you
respect?
fucking bro, you know I fucking that shit was crazy
yeah,
last
they want
night,
to talk
bro.
about that.
Nah, that was alright though. That was some content. I like that motherfucker though. That was alright. We're
That
gonna
shit
have to
was
get all
crazy.
these females over here. We about to put y'all on the show.
Bro,
Y'all gotta
look,
get on the
like, bro,
show. That shit
what
was
the fuck was
alright.
all these antennas last
I'm
night?
not
You
being
feel
on
me?
this
Man,
platform.
for real, no, for real, because they would have definitely like gave their input in there. Like that would have been good to have more females in that motherfucker.
Right.
That was a
That shit
great
would have been
show.
lit.
I swear to God, that was a great show. No
I enjoyed the
bullshit.
fuck out of it.
Mhm.
I didn't even know I got screen recorded.
Who recorded you? Wait, what
I
the
got
fuck?
screen recorded,
What the fuck,
He know what he recorded, and that's what men always try to make
bro?
women.
just know
That's
I
the
got
reason
screen
why it is.
recorded, boy.
And let
That's
motherfuckers.
crazy.
That's why we
And
Say hell nah. I'm gonna sit in the comments and fuck with all them.
bro, that shit there, that nigga that came in there with them two bitches, boy, I wanted to talk about that
Man,
shit so
that nigga
bad.
gonna say, they said, so what type of female? We were trying to describe his type of female. That nigga said small, petite, look good, but then had the nerve to show us the two
Them
bitches
put
you was in a
these
poly with, and they both built like two big ass microwaves. Like, how does that make sense? That joint ain't make sense.
yo,
Hey, bro,
that
I was
nigga,
confused, man. And then this nigga had a
bro,
tag. He kept his tag on his hat, his tag on his shirt,
everything.
the tag
His
on his
pants,
pants. Wait,
the tag was on the shoes too, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
this nigga was full retail. That shit was going back.
I'm talking about all that income tax money. That was just a flex for
That's
life, bit one time.
oh man. These niggas be funny as hell.
Bro, that nigga said, I don't need, hell no, I need me a bitch that's in shape. That nigga cammed up. I said, I thought he said he don't like fat women.
That's what he said. He don't like fat bitches. You in a poly relationship with two big ass bears. Grr. Bowling ball with two little sticks as legs. You bigger hell up
Mm.
top and them small ass legs.
Tight ass jeans on.
Tight ass jean, right? Like what the fuck? That
Fuck
was
them
funny,
bitches. You gonna have to help
motherfucker.
that nigga take them pants off.
Man, I swear.
I thought them I thought them hoes were sisters at first too. Them hoes started looking alike in
That what I thought. But he was like, what he said. I'm thinking that he was like, yeah, these my two. Saying he was in the they do what he want them to do
Man,
and
them
all
hoes
this
was
shit. I'm like,
lying,
what?
bro. Them hoes was
Lying like a bitch.
lying.
That nigga went
But
on mute before he asked them the questions. He was on mute telling them what
right.
to say. Then they
Yeah, but
come back.
bitch like, look, hey yo, look, bitch, I need y'all hoes goddamn say
They gonna ask
about the
you this and they
relationship.
gonna ask you this. Yeah. Dead. I
They
seen
like
his
they looking over at him like,
bro. They was confused as hell when they was asking the questions. Every time they asked the question, they look at him.
yeah, we just do it. Yeah, we just do it. Like
That shit crazy. Music make blues. Hold on. What's
yeah,
this?
not all these motherfuckers falling out and shit.
Yeah, they fall.